Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4, Thrones of Ascension, Byzantine Pythium. And, oops. I was supposed to show you this first. Hopefully you didn't glean any amazing information from that previous screen. But we are now in late summer of the year 5 of the Ascension Wars. No new sites in Ephesibor, no new sites in Grey Mercs, a new site in Bergamum, and no new sites in Juek. Scaleria has a new thaumaturg, a new prophet. That means that their previous one died somehow. Marignan is taking it to Ulm in Talito. Let's see how they do. Well, they didn't bring much to the table, but Ulm doesn't have much, so at least my allies helped me out. This whole situation's kind of a gigantic cluster. We've got Scaleria fighting Ulm, and Marignan fighting Ulm, me fighting them both, Ashdod fighting me, probably fighting Ermor not fighting me, which is a good thing, but now we have Ermor fighting Marignan, but that's when they thought it was Ulm. So, once again, I've gone down this logical path before, and I've said, this doesn't really mean they're at war with me. There's a mistake. And hopefully that will prove to be the case, because I do not want to see open war with Ermor right now, because at that point we might as well just give up, honestly. I won't, of course, but I'm just telling you how things are going to be. So hopefully that was a mistake, and Ermor is very sorry for that. Scaleria is now attacking Marignan. And they're attacking him with some legionaries and a fish. That's quite odd. Although they'll probably still win, because this army is... Que pathétique. Longbowmen, I guess? Militia? Flagellants? Yeah, you know, as I've been told, the reason why Marignan is sucking so hard is they really need a super bless. Even though apparently they won. And I don't have a super bless, because that would have really... I mean, I have a decent bless, I'd say. I probably have more of a bless than I really could have afforded in terms of my scales, which should have been better, as you can see, for me scrambling to try to recruit any troops because I don't have any money or production. But really, yeah, they do better with a much larger bless. Our undefended province of Scythia has been conquered. That was the one with the fortress in it, so no biggie. Epernia, Marignan. And when I say the fortress, that's the one we were sieging, but then we decided not to siege. And so, I'm fine with them taking that back. Have I seen you before? Who are you? Are you a Grand Thaumaturg? Yeah. This is Scaleria. And I think they're just going to win. That's my thought here. Yeah. Okay. Sirmiak. We have to... I'm going to view these ones because I want to see what Ulm is all about, since they are my enemy now and must be destroyed. Oh, they're blessing their sacred troops. That is so good of you. Thank you. What are you little things? Hoburgs? Yep, Hoburg Militia. Oh god. We should be able to beat them. Especially with our sacred flagellants. Oh, look, there's the knight. He's like, wait a minute, guys. Where are you going? Not incredibly effective. Come on, take him out. And the Hoburgs are running. The serpent is getting whacked by all these guys. Marignan is routed. Ulm. They're tough. Alright, Ivermark. They're attacking... Oceania is attacking Fort Wallace again. They're just not good at the learning. We have a few Minotaurs, not enough to be a problem, and a bunch of Centaurs, which again are heavily armored and tough, but wow, these guys look pretty ripped too. Let's see here. Myrmidons. Oh wow. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're beastly, but not as bad as I thought. Like, these guys are, like, much better. But let's see how we do. We have some more slaves to join the party, and now that General Wallace is here, although I don't know where General Wallace is. Oh, there he is. We should probably not have him right there in the middle all by himself with a bunch of blood slaves, but hopefully the cavalry will stop and decide to fight my troops. And it looks like they have. Yes. Okay. So my brave leaders, such as General Wallace and Ephanstus. Oh, wow, Ephanstus, you have everything on you right now. Although you're kind of fatigued out. Oh, wow. That didn't take long at all. My hill giant still alive. And yeah, I think we've got this. I thought I had a manticore. Hopefully it didn't die, though I suppose that is a possibility. Yeah, we lost all 3 manticores and a Velite. No good, but we took out 30 of them. Glimmering Fields. This is our attack, our surprise attack, taking away from the castle on their god. Yeah, this army, it's got a lot of mages and a lot of heroes, but not a lot of troops. But let's see how we do. We have these little mechanical men's, and oh, I didn't recognize you. Who are you? Oh, he must be just a province defense commander. And there she is. Geshitana, I believe, is what her name is. And already Diclonius has scored the first blow. His arrow hit one of those little clockwork guys. Boom! And we took out one of their militia with our alchemists. And the battle lines have been met. Varangians versus clockwork horrors. As you can see, they're all ethereal there in the front, so that worked out really well for us. And here come some ethereal eagles and manticores to join the party. Bad idea, actually, because these creatures are... Wait, do you have magical weapons? No? Oh, there's... Look at that! Where did she come from? Holy... Wow! She went right after Burnsaber! Uh-oh. This is not good at all, although she is... Thank heavens, she is paralyzed. Remember, Burnsaber just misformed everybody. Probably a good idea. Nilex just tempered everyone's flesh. My blood slaves are wailing on her. Hey, Dragonstrike, now's a good time for you to get involved, huh? She went right to the heart of my army. I hope I didn't lose any commanders. Come on. Is that Midas? Yep, there he is. Got her. Whew. Let's see what happened there. We lost 2 great eagles, and that is it. We took out their god and all their horrors. Wow, that was crazy. I never thought I'd see Burnsaber standing next to an enemy god. Oh my. And was that twice now Midas has gone after her? He just has a death wish, that guy. But we lost 2 of our great eagles. Oh well, stuff happens, I suppose. A message from Ashdod. Gee, I wonder what this says. Oh, you've killed our god. Yes, we have. And Barabel. Barabel, Barabel, sends all of our enemies to hell. Huh. Barabel, this theme song was invented back in the Ulm campaign, and it is equally valid here, as he is an unstoppable force. And I like giving him a couple of these little baby angels too. I'm gonna take him away from the archangels and give him to the harbingers. They seem to fit better with them. All right, so that looks pretty good. What I've decided to do, because they have 3 large armies of giants here that you can see, I'm going to move Barabel here and make my stand here. I'm thinking they'll either attack here or here, and either way I'm pretty confident in success. We have a lot of giants, but they're not particularly strong giants. And once these numbers get thinned out a little bit by these attacks, hopefully next turn, then we'll go back on the assault. That's my goal. Now, I was told that my god can help this fellow get undiseased, so I'm moving him around, although I think my god only cures afflictions and not disease. We'll see what happens. I'm moving 2 lizards, 3 lizards down here, and then I think I'm going to have Lukos take the attack to Ulm, because I'm not sure what happened here. They did not attack Ermor like I thought they were going to, although you know what, they might have moved here to this area. And I put a spy through the gap here. And this is hardly any troops. If I could take this castle, take this back, and take this gap, then they have a fort right here on the edge, which this is also the gap. Well, not really, because there's this too, but this is a pretty good province, and it's got a bunch of weaklings here, really. Vine men and mannequins, so I'm not too worried about that. Meanwhile, look what Urmor's bringing the pain to Ulm right now. So, unless them attacking Marignan right in this province brought them into war with me, I think Urmor is actually going to be my greatest ally here. And of course they're fighting Scaleria too down here. So this whole continent pretty much is just a big cluster. And then I'm moving up Eurus and his Maurice and Erlance and their priests and Justinian up to the capital, where we're going to figure out what to happen with them. I'm not sending Mayhem out just yet because I'm waiting to get some boots of reinvigoration. Actually, they're the stealth boots, the ranger boots. But I just think that he's too valuable to let die to fatigue, and his encumbrance is not very high, but I think that it'll go a long way. Because remember now, I lost my reinvigoration bless. That was as a product of owning this throne, which I no longer own. And right now, Ulm is just a bigger threat. No one else can take that throne, and it wasn't doing much for me except for that reinvigoration bless, so I'm not too worried about it. Urmor has shown no interest in this throne, and Ulm can't. Although if they do, it'll string them out and I'll be able to attack right away. So I actually kind of almost want them to come here. I'd lose the throne, but I can immediately recapture it and move on. But that's the plan. And let's proceed with it. We're 2 turns maybe away from getting the higher level angels. So I'm pretty excited about that. For those of you who don't know, and I can't imagine that any of you don't because you're all subscribed. Well, those of you who are subscribed. Well, anyways, I'm doing an LP on Baldur's Gate 2. And while it's not going to be a daily thing, maybe once or twice a week, it's something different and something new. So give it a look. See what you think. I always enjoy taking comments. A new water site, a new fire site. I'm liking that. Fire sites especially, and 2 new fire sites. Fantastic. Alpheus. Oh, Ulm has a new prophet. Scaleria. Oh, this is our diseased alchemist. Scaleria does not want him to get better. No, don't. Yeah, that was a waste. He shouldn't have buffed himself. He should have gone straight for the attack spells, but he didn't. Olifia. Oh yeah, they're gonna take this. I put 5 points of province defense in it. Yeah, no point even looking at it. Salam. See, they attack exactly where I did not want them to attack. I want them to attack where my armies are so we can kill them. Man, those little guys. What? I thought for sure we had this. Like, I thought this belonged to us. It may still, but... Okay, oof. I mean, that was crazy. Alright. Urmor is not fighting us. They're fighting Ulm. I dig it. Let's see what happens between Marignan and Ulm. I think Ulm's in trouble. I think they bit off a bit more than they can chew. I don't think they're capable of fighting Urmor even by itself, let alone with me helping and Marignan helping and Scaleria helping. I don't know if they're at Worth Ashdod. They do border up in the north, but... Yeah. Sorry, Marignan, you did not win that one. Glimmering Fields. Now, here's a fight worth watching. I hope they came with a lot of guys. Well, it's not a lot, but it's enough. Because we have 2 angels here. And Burnsaber and all of that goodness. We can go fast through the buffing. Okay. Yeah, I need a better spell for my alchemist at this point besides Flame. I mean, it's fun, you know, to hit him every once in a while, but it's not doing an amazing amount of damage. And this will probably be the end of my Manticores and Great Eagles. And battle has been joined. They had some Mazics. Didn't see those guys, but we made short work of them. And here come the Giants. Luckily, they're avoiding my leaders up there, who are just sitting there minding their own business. Including, are you Reggie? No, you're frontline support 1, okay? A poorly aimed Blade Wind. Not the best way to be using your powers. Oh, the Angels have entered the field. Probably we should stop using the Blade Wind, maybe. That would be cool. Okay, we got one group of Giants fleeing. And now we're destroying armor, which is exactly what you should be doing, Abaddon. Both Angels still alive. Or I think, where did Dragon Strike go? Oh, they're standing next to each other now. They're hanging out. They're buddies. And both Manticores survived. Amazing! Whew. So what did we lose? 5 Elites, an Eagle, one Manticore we did lose. Maybe it's the Undying from the throne, and 1 Principe. So we're, as you can see, we're not in the best of shape here in terms of troops. We need to move out, but we did take out 45 Giants, which is including a Atavi Chieftain. Is that a giant? I thought that was a monkey. And that's it. Shoot. Well, we still killed a lot of Giants, which is great. Oh boy, Ulm and Ermor. Ermor, I guess? Ulm and Ermor. Ulm, I guess. Marignon and Scaleria. Marignon, good work. Ulm versus Marignon. I don't know. That one's a bit hard to say. Nothing we haven't seen before, but let's just see how they handle it. Oh, we just ran over that Black Knight. But then the Barbarians took out our cavalry as well. Uh-oh. Iron Blizzard. We remember how beefy that was from when we played Ulm last LP. I definitely don't want that being fired against me. I think it's time for that one spell that protects your whole army from missiles. And it looks like Marignon pulled it out. Good work, men. And women. I'm not sure if you have any women on your team, but Scaleria and Marignon. Marignon! Look at them! Alright. So here we are. Okay, so Scaleria has beaten Ulm back from here. And this castle, oh, it's so empty, but this army is just, I hate to say it, but this army is just pathetically small. They are not, and my slaves are just a mess. I don't even know why. I mean, I guess that battle went for a while, but we have, oh god, we have so many of them. And some of them are fine. So I don't know. Flamey 1, he's in trouble. He's crippled. Varangian support. Battle Fright. Looks like all of our named friends are okay though. Nilex is still there, doing just fine. Abaddon, still just fine. Burnsaber, never been better. Fangawolf's a hero. Valor, good work, Fangawolf. Does that give you inspiration? Yes, it does. Excellent. Excellent. Midas is in there. Battle Bellow. Oh yeah, he has fear now. We have to figure out, but I don't want to get him close to the enemies enough for it to be useful. Okay, what's the plan? What's the plan, Marcus? There's a lot going on here. Barbell. Let's say hello to our little giant friends, shall we? You go here with your angels. Dragon Strike. Say hello to Scaleria. They don't have any undead, it appears. So you should be just fine. Heroic Toughness. Yeah. Excellent. Oh, that's Barbell. Sorry, what's Dragon Strike? Awesome. Oh, that's right. Awesome present. Oh, but he's such a good leader. If he died, that would be not good. That would be not good at all. And he's 3 holy. Alright, Dragon Strike, you're going to stay with the army. And defend. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep drawing their attacks away. Put this up to 20. Make sure all of our troops here are holding and attacking. Good. Oh man, this is just, we can't even cover our own troops. I don't like it at all. I mean, the province defense will help, but they're going to be in the middle, kind of. The Mazics worry me. I hate this. I mean, they're so weak right now. If I just had a bit more of a force, I would easily take them down. These guys are pretty tough, but not for really what you get. The Vine Men are magical, so they, like, the Angels wouldn't be good against them because they wouldn't rout. And they'd be able to gang up on them. Everyone here is looking good. It bugs me that I can only recruit the cheapest troops here. I mean, if I tried to recruit these guys, I only get like 5 of them. And I can't really recruit anything magical to help, which sucks, but I can't afford a temple. Scolaria is massing a huge force here, but they're all ghouls, and these guys can take that without any trouble whatsoever. Moth now has 4 slaves. We should probably get her another one. I don't need more troops here, though. Let's just put the money where it's a bit more useful down in the south. And here I think I've decided to go with Hastatus instead of these guys, because we're not really fighting undead, where the mace would help. We're fighting heavily armored troops, where the pierce attack will help. Get the lizard here. You can bit Rimkey, move here. Alright. Oh, look at that. Ermor have had enough of Ulm's nonsense. So that could be a problem, actually. If Ermor attacks here and we attack here, I don't know if that means we're at war. Hopefully Ulm would win, and then we could swoop down. What that does mean, though, is they're weak up here. Well, no, because it's right next to their capital. Okay, well, here's the deal. Fortune favors the bold, right? So, let's strike out on our own here. Let's see. It's better to give people to Lukos. So I'll let Eno Irau keep the Vestals. In fact, I'll give her Yams as Vestals to give them more morale. Let's put them down there. Let's put them, well, we'll move these guys up slightly just to draw some arrows away from our mages. Yams, you're too close to the front. Let's move you back. Lukos, you're in a good position. Ninazu, you're fine. Actually, you know what? We should start getting some communions going on here. Okay. So that'll give Yams and Tolmec. I don't have enough slaves for both of them to be communion masters, but definitely one of them. Communion slave. Communion slave. And we'll put both of you, not all the way back, but put right behind the troops. Opal Warrior, we'll put you with them. You don't have anything and I can't give you anything, so you're just gonna... Actually, there's no reason for Opal Warrior to even go to battle. He'll stay and raise more troops in the capital for right now. Okay. So, Ninazu Ethereal's good, but somebody... Well, we're out of time for this video. I'm going to figure this out. My main goal, and what I intend to do, is I intend to make a communion that works somewhat, and I'm going to try to, since Ulm is not necessarily an unholy enemy, banishment's kind of useless, but I'll do whatever I can to bless all of my Vestals, and hopefully cast Fanaticism. I don't think I'll end up with enough slaves. I'll give it a try. But I also want to set one of the lizards as a master so we can make everybody bark-skinned and all that goodness. So, I'm not sure what to do. I'll figure it out, and you'll see on the next episode. But we seem to be in a good position simply because all of our enemies are fighting with each other. Now again, if Ermor gets a little too feisty here and goes straight after Ulm, it's going to block us off. But that's not the worst thing that can happen. We can just then move our attack up here as long as we can trust Ermor to keep the border safe, and which I'm not 100% sure on just yet. But they might just send their troops back here to get Ulm out of here, which would cut Ulm off, and then Ulm would be finished, which I like the sound of that. Not 100% sure that they're at war with Ashdod. In fact, it almost looks like they're not. We're pretty much invulnerable here, so I'm not too worried about that. Ermor built another castle, or was that one always there? No, I think it's... Well, it might have always been there, I'm not sure. Their Dominion's starting to get to it, though. My Dominion is still here, although population is 160, income is 0, so probably not soon enough, I guess. Population here is still 1270, income of 8. Ugh, that's just terrible. Incomes in this area are income 43 at 1670. Huh. Well, okay. So eventually I want to get this throne back too, but I don't want to just waste an army against these guys when I desperately need them against my enemies. Oh, but one thing that is ready to go now is Mayhem. Put his boots on, and he's set up. He now has Reinvigoration of 2, and I'm going to send him out, not against these guys since they're built to take him, but let's see what Ulm... Well, Crossbowman... Well, he'll have Arrowfend. I don't know. Might be too much for him. I haven't really tested these angels to their highest degree, but they do have low hit points, so should any of these Ulmish guys get one hit in, we're in a lot of trouble. Although they theoretically have low morale, so they shouldn't be able to get through the awe. I don't know. I mean, we either just sit around and do nothing or we do something, right? So I'll probably send them out, and if we lose Mayhem, that will be a terrible shame. But there are casualties in war. So, alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Have a great one.